Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's X-Man 1991 back again with another video. First things first, I want to apologize that I've been lacking off from doing YouTube videos because 2023 has not been a good year for me by far. But all I can do is just pray to God and let's hope that things will get better. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what you all been waiting for. You already read the title of my video and you all been dying for me to do this video. That's right, I'm here to talk about my top 5 most overrated R&B singers. You all been waiting for me to do this ever since I did my top 5 most underrated R&B singers. Now I'm about to get serious with this top 5 most overrated R&B singers list. I didn't even bring my notebook with me because I didn't need to read who was on this list. I know my list by heart. So let's get right into it. Number 5 is Chris Breezy. Now, to the diehard Chris Brown fans, you can dislike this video right now. You can call me a bitch ass nigga. You can call me a stupid fuck. I don't care what you say about me. I gotta get this off my chest. Yeah, I put Chris Breezy as my number 5 most overrated R&B singer. Now, Chris Brown back in the day, in the mid-2000s, was the shit. His first 2 albums was good, but ever since he gave that beat down to Rihanna before the 2009 Grammys, I lost all respect for this guy. His music career pretty much went downhill since. Although his 4th album, Fame, is dope. I definitely like that album. But all the other albums that came out after that is fucking garbage. Chris Brown's music is not the same as it used to be, and he's definitely overrated. There's this one song that bugs me about him that doesn't sound like R&B. Turn Up the Music. The beat doesn't sound like R&B. It sounds more like a techno beat. I'm like, what the hell happened to Chris Brown, bro? The Chris Brown that used to make that real shit like Run It, Excuse Me Miss, Poppin', Gimme That, Wall to Wall, Take You Down, Kiss Kiss. That was Chris Brown. I don't know who the hell this nigga is that I'm listening to nowadays. I don't know who the hell this Chris Brown is. I do like that song Look At Me Now from his Fame album, but that song is pretty much overplayed. They used to overplay that song on the radio a lot, especially when it first came out. Only thing I like about that song is Busta Rhymes. Even though Busta is not the same as he used to be. And you all know I don't give a fuck about Lil Wayne. Come on, man. Chris Brown is fucking garbage. And he's overrated. All you Chris Brown fans need to get it through your thick skull. Get it through your thick skull head. Get it through your dome, my nigga. Chris Brown is trash and he's overrated. He is not the Chris Brown that we used to know before he gave that beat down to Rihanna. That's all I gotta say about Chris Breezy. Number 4, people may disagree with me that this artist should not be on this list because people say that he is pretty much not an R&B singer. He's pretty much more rap. But to me, he's both rap and R&B. T-Pain. I put T-Pain on this list because ever since, I don't know how can I describe how overrated T-Pain is. Ever since he brought auto-tune back, now everybody sounds the same. So now they have their own unique, they can't use their own unique voice when they rap or sing. Instead, they want to use that overrated garbage ass auto-tune shit. I mean, auto-tune was much better back in the 80s and 90s when Zapp and Roger was doing it. Well, it wasn't really auto-tune. It's a talk box that sounds like auto-tune, but is much better. Zapp and Roger was doing that. It was much better when they was doing that. But when T-Pain brought auto-tune back, it was okay for a minute, but when he kept on using it in all of his songs and features from other artists like Luda, DJ Khaled, Plies, Rick Ross, Bun B, Jamie Foxx, it's like, bro, I just don't like auto-tune. is so overrated and it's fucking annoying. Now he got everybody sounding like a robot using that garbage ass overrated auto-tune bullshit. And for that, I say thank you, T-Pain. You got everybody sounding the same now using that stupid ass auto-tune. But that's all I gotta say about him. Fuck T-Pain. Fuck him and all his music. Even when I'm in Love with a Stripper came out, I never, ever liked T-Pain. Always been an auto-tune shitty ass rapper, singer, however you want to call him. Although I do like his verse in the remix of I'm a Flirt, but other than that, T-Pain is overrated and he's garbage. Number 3. Oh, I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad at me when I mention this singer's name. Rihanna. Just like Chris Brown, Rihanna was good when her first 2 albums came out, but ever since she got her ass beat by Chris Breezy, her music has been going downhill and now she's overrated. And she had songs that used to be overplayed, that got airplayed on the radio like 80 times a day. Like that song Work, What's My Name with Drake, Rude Boy, Man Down. I'm like, God, how many times you gonna be playing these songs on the radio? And I want to congratulate Riri. She announced at the Super Bowl halftime show that she is pregnant with her second child. I'm like, damn, she already had a child and now she about to have another one? I wonder how Chris Brown feels about Rihanna becoming the baby mama to ASAP Rocky. Chris Brown ain't got shit to say ever since he gave her that beatdown. But I'm sorry to all you Rihanna fans. Rihanna is definitely overrated. That's just me. I'm not a huge Rihanna fan. She was good when her first 2 albums came out, but her career started to go downhill since she got that beat down from Chris Breezy. She's definitely overrated. Number 2, H-Town's Beyonce. Yes, Beyonce to me, she may be from my hometown, but she's overrated. I like B better when she was the lead singer of Destiny's Child. But when she started her solo career, her first 2 albums were good, and my sister has one of them. But since 2008, she sucks. She's now fucking overrated. And just like Rihanna, her songs used to be airplayed on the radio a lot, like 80 times a day. I'm like, what the hell happened to Beyonce, bruh? What happened to the Beyonce that used to make that real shit? And do not even compare Beyonce to Aaliyah. She's not even on the same level as Aaliyah. Even though she knew Aaliyah back in like 2000 at the 2000 MTV VMAs, but Beyonce will never be on the same level as Aaliyah. So that's all I gotta say about Beyonce. I know she's from my hometown. I liked her better when she first came out with Destiny's Child. Her early solo career was good up until 2008 when she made that song, If You Like It, Then You Should Have Put a Ring on It. They used to airplay that song on the radio a lot back then. That's all I gotta say about Beyonce. She's overrated. Now my number 1 most overrated R&B singer. I don't know if I should say his name or not, but you may agree, you may disagree that this singer is overrated, which is why I put him as number 1. Even though he's not famous anymore because he's most likely going to be spending the rest of his life in jail. So, my number 1 is Robert Kelly. Come on, you all knew he was going to be number 1 on this list. What do you expect? Robert Kelly is without a doubt the most overrated R&B singer. How can I put in words on how overrated this nigga is? I don't even know, but as I mentioned before, I was a fan of him. Yes, I enjoyed his music, and I know you guys gonna hate on me for saying this, but it's true. I was a fan of Robert Kelly, and I definitely enjoyed his music. But when he kept on making one hit after another, I'm like, this guy is so overrated, and it doesn't change the fact that he's a fucking pedophile. I should have stopped being a fan of him after he got caught in that sex tape pissing on that little girl. As a matter of fact, I believe Robert Kelly is and he isn't overrated. He's not overrated as far as his producing goes. He's underrated as a producer, but he's overrated as a singer, coming out with one hit after another. Nowadays, people don't even play his music on the radio anymore because he's going to be spending the rest of his life in jail. He tried to sabotage Joe's career, although my boy Joe is a trillion times better singer than R. Kelly has ever been in his fucking life. Joe is one of those R&B singers that deserves more credit. Him, Case, and Donnell Jones, and Jennifer Hudson. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Joe is my favorite R&B singer. I'm sorry to all you Robert Kelly fans, but that man is overrated, bruh. He's an underrated producer, but he's an overrated singer. Came out with all these great hits. How the hell he came out with all these amazing hits if he don't know how to read or write? That's what I want to know. How did he come up with all these hits if he can't read or write? Did somebody wrote his lyrics for him, or I don't know. In my opinion, Robert Kelly is the most overrated R&B singer of all time. Fuck that nigga, and I'm glad that he's going to be spending the rest of his life in jail. This will ought to teach him a lesson not to ever fuck with other people's underage kids. He should have gotten some help 15 years ago after he beat that trial. After he was acquitted of those child pornography charges, but no, he decided to continue on making music, pretending like nothing happened. And so, I finally got this out the way. That wraps up my top 5 most overrated R&B singers list. And I promise that I'm still going to do my top 10 worst and best years of hip hop. I've already got that list done. Maybe later on today when I wake up, I don't know. Maybe early in the morning when I wake up, I may come on and do my top 10 worst and best years of hip hop. But I also got to do a rant celebrating 20 years of Gang Starr's 6th album, The Owners. So what do you guys think about my top 5 most overrated R&B singers list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what are your top 5 most overrated and underrated R&B singers? If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below. I'll be back with my next rant celebrating 20 years of Gang Starr's 6th album, The Owners, and to do a my top 10 best and worst years of hip hop. Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.